Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Dark Fox here, back with another video of do not take this cat home. Or don't take this cat home. Yeah, I can't remember. One of those two. You'll see in the title of the video. Anyways, where we just left off, we just finished at the movie theaters where we got stared at and ended up joining a cat cult where we then became deflated and kittens came from us or something. Anyways, we're back to here because we actually finished all the paths on the last video. So, now we have options. The first one I chose was leave the cat, and that's where that all went to. Here, we are not ready for that. Also, we still haven't even bothered taking the cat home yet. These are just 3 extra options. I'm assuming this is on second thought, take the cat home, but we can feed the cat. The cat must be hungry, right? You can't imagine that it's had much to eat if it's so attached to that box it's in. Though, it doesn't exactly seem malnourished either, yeah, because it eats human flesh. For some reason, something in the back of your mind tells you that's not the case. And not to think of it any further. Well, either way, you can't exactly enjoy your day knowing you left behind a hungry cat, especially when it could have done something to help. So, what do you do about the poor kitty? Check your pockets. You dig into your pockets. You find a small piece of string left in your pocket. Not very helpful. The string is far too short. An eager and excited cat leaping for it could easily lead to you getting bitten and scratched. In your right pocket is a chocolate bar. You find a chocolate bar? Is it? Nope, it's not even expired. Quite the find indeed. You're about to offer it to the cat. Why am I offering a chocolate bar to the cat? When suddenly, you hit with the guilt as you remember something gut-curdling. Chocolate is toxic to the cat. Isn't that dogs? Oh my gosh, You resist the urge to vomit at your near mistake. I could have sworn that was dogs. Maybe I'm wrong, though. You feel so guilty, you threw the chocolate bar away into a nearby trash. It was a perfectly fine chocolate bar. I would have eaten it. An almost cat killer doesn't deserve chocolate. You go back to the cat, barely able to stand its innocent, oblivious expression. It doesn't even know that you almost. I'm so sorry. I don't even know what to say. I'm waiting for you to start speaking English. That's gonna be the funny day. You're a horrible person. You know what? Stay here. I'll be right back. Yeah? You leave the alley. Don't worry, cat. I'm just confused as you are. And return with a whole fish you bought at a nearby grocery store. You know what? This is really reminding me of, I don't know if you guys know this, but that one meme where it's a tiny kitten, and suddenly a couple of them just throw a giant fish onto the floor, and the cat just backs into a corner meowing at the fish. The fish isn't moving, it's just a massive fish compared to this tiny kitten. Yeah, that's what this is making me think of. It was a bit pricey, but it was the least you could do. The cat eagerly accepts your offering, munching happily at the fish after you place it in the box. Meow. You want to smile at the sight, but you feel so awful. Sorry again. The cat seemingly pays you no mind as you slip back out of the alley. Not feeling like you deserve a peaceful day out, you decide just to head back home. On the way home, you notice more cats than usual, watching you from their hiding spots, but you try not to think about it. You can't help but wonder if they know what you nearly done, but it's not like you meant to hurt anyone. Those are eyes. Right? You finally reach your apartment building. You're about to unlock the door when... What is this, Minecraft? Where you have like that one room filled with cats? Ah! You look behind you, only to see dozens of cats standing there, looking at you. Did they see you feeding the cat in the alley, and thought that you had more food for all of them? I'm sorry, I don't have any more food for you. I could probably get you more chocolate bars. None of them move an inch. You're starting to feel a little unnerved when finally a single cat pushes her way to the front end. Oh, it's you. Oh, it's... Held carefully between its teeth is the chocolate bar you'd thrown away earlier. It places the chocolate bar down in front of it before looking back up at you. Hey, maybe it's a peace offering. Maybe the cat's just, like, offering it back. It's trying to say I'm a good person for not feeding it. All the cats look up at you. You can feel the judgment. Maybe not. You feel your sins weighing down heavily on your back, but without the money to buy enough food for all of them, you don't know what to do. Beg for forgiveness. Alright, override the save here. I'm saving that last one for something special. If anything like that happens. Beg for forgiveness. You collapse to your knees and bow down low as you start to earnestly beg for their forgiveness. I'm so sorry, I swear. I'd do anything to make it up to you all. Make it up to all of you. But you're out of options. Suddenly. Huh? Choke. You feel something stir in your stomach and swim its way up to your Oh no, don't tell me. Closing off your airway as it tries to force its way out of your esophagus. Don't tell me. Blah! It finally succeeds with aid from your helpless gagging. Blah! What was it? Show me. Lying on the ground in front of you. I know what it is. Come on. It's a fish! I knew it! It's a fish! It's a flopping fish. You just threw up a living fish. I thought I was hungry earlier. What the hell? The cats come rushing forward, all tearing hungrily at its flesh. You're happy to finally be of help, truly. But how? Blah! More fish. You throw up another fish. Blah! And another. Blah! And another. Blah! And... yeah, I get the point. I threw up another fish. You fall into your knees. No! I was already on my knees. I was literally begging for forgiveness. Game's literally unplayable. Literally broken. Tears and snot are streaming down your face by the time you cough up a final tiny bloody fish and collapse forward. Your throat and stomach both burn in a way that feel dangerous. You start to fade out. Despite the pain, you strangely feel a more overwhelming sense of hopeful pride that you've made up for your disgusting actions, that you've been forgiven. Oh no, don't tell me the cats are eating me. The sound of happy cats munching away at their fish fills your ears, and then... you feel something being nudged into your hand. It's the bar of chocolate you found in your pocket. You smile weakly. You successfully atoned, but you don't only have the strength to eat your reward. Sadly, the last taste in your mouth, as you leave this mortal coil, doesn't get to be that of chocolate, but raw fish. Ending 24. Fishing for pardon. Yeah, we definitely need to go back here and go inside. You decide to cut your losses and head inside. Your sins weigh down on you, but you're only human. What more can you do? Jeez. You try to ignore the yowling of the neighborhood cats as you go about your chores. You consider preparing dinner. But how could you enjoy it knowing those hungry poor cats are outside? The ones you've wronged. You decide to take a bath and go straight to bed without dinner. A fitting punishment for someone like you. Oh my god, I seriously thought that was a spelling mistake. Before my brain suddenly realized, forgo is a word. You forego the fancy bath bubbles because you don't deserve them, and sink into the water with a sigh. Your mind races, but you can't really think of any immediate solution that doesn't require more money. You think there was something, anything, you could do to make things right. Suddenly, your legs start to feel really itchy. You try to lift one to see what's going on, but what rises out of the water isn't a pair of legs. Oh no. I didn't atone for my sins, and I threw up. And don't tell me, I've become a fish. I'm a fish! Yes, a fishtail. You feel dizzy at the sight. Maybe you're hallucinating from the stress. You try to climb out of the tub to cool your head, but instead of your hands rising up to brace itself, a wet fin stretches out to plop on the rim. It's too weak to hold your weight, and you're so startled by the sight. Oh. That you slip and smack your head on the side of the bathtub, passing out almost immediately. You're awake. You think anyways. You open your eyes and you're underwater. You must have slid beneath the surface of the bath water. You gasp instinctively. Except, not really. A bubble simply floats out of your mouth. Up to the surface. You're broke as heck. So now, you know your bathtub isn't that big. Did you shrink? But how? And even if there was a reasonable answer, it wouldn't explain how you haven't drowned yet. You swim to the edge of the tub and see the truth in your shadow's silhouette. You've been turned into a fish. This isn't possible. You don't get any time to ponder over this, unfortunately, because just then, a shadow looms over you from above. You look up to see the cat. It peers down at you from beyond the water's surface. Listen, you don't want this. You don't want this beef. And then you realize, this is the answer. This is how you're meant to atone. No! With a heavy heart, you swim up to the surface. The cat scoops you up, tossing you out of the tub and onto the bathroom tiles. As you flop around, gasping for air. Or water? Question mark. You realize the cat wasn't alone. Oh no. Dozens of hungry eyes peer down at you. You can hear the yowling of what sounds like hundreds of cats outside your bathroom window. You send one last look to the cat before closing your eyes and accepting your fate. As the cats descend upon you, tearing at your flesh. You find yourself mourning the fact that you're not even big enough to feed all of them. Even in the end, you couldn't properly atone. Your efforts, your life, all of it, amounted to nothing. Ending 25. Seafood sacrifice. How many names do I even have? I don't have, like, most of the main ones, but I have some of these ones. So I'm assuming these ones have something to do with me, like, picking a different option. Like, around here. Where was it? Right here. So, feed the cat. Look around the area. You glance around the dark, dingy alley and only see garbage bags, trash bins, empty cardboard boxes, and scattered litter here and there. If there was something for the cat to eat, surely it would have found it by now, right? But you don't want to give up so easily. You keep looking. You look and only see garbage. You sniff and only see garbage. You listen. Scritch, scritch. You just barely make out the sound of faint scurrying by a trash bin a few feet away. Quietly, oh so quietly, you creep over to the bin and you lunge! Ah! You aren't very graceful in your attempt. You stumbled and knocked over a stack of nearby boxes full of more trash. But as you stand up, you grasp in your hand a small mouse. The mouse squeaks and shrieks in distress, wiggling and struggling despite your grip. You're holding it too tightly and carefully for it to be able to bite or scratch you, though. It wears itself out eventually and looks up at you with those black eyes. It's completely at your mercy. Oh, I have options! Again! Okay. We're gonna start with feeding the... Oh! The mouse looks scared, as if it can sense your intentions. It weakly starts to struggle again. It's shaking its head at me. The mouse is reluctant. Feed mouse to cat. You feed the mouse to the cat. The cat tears it apart instantly. I don't want to listen to that. The mouse's pain squeaks and squeals pierce through until they're abruptly cut off. Satisfied, the cat mews happy at you, red tinting its fangs. The cat curls up in its now blood-stained box and goes to sleep. You take the chance to leave. A well-fed cat will likely follow you home after all. And cute as the cat is, you can't really afford to pet right now. Still feeling a little guilty about the mouse. You decide just to go home. Oh no, tell me this is what I think it is. That'll be so cool. Rat King, if any of you knows what that is. Oh. I really just went home without a word. After a long walk, you finally enter your apartment. There's breathing. And I don't usually breathe, I don't think, inside this apartment for some reason. You head straight to your room. And collapse on your bed, falling into a fitful sleep. Later, you wake up. Squish, squish. No! The squeaking and scurrying noises all around you. So loud and constant, they sound like screams in the darkness of your room. You see the shifting shadows of hundreds of mice surrounding your bed. You try to run. Ah! But you cry out as twin lances of pain race up your leg. You fall off the bed in your attempt to escape. The hordes of mice dodging you as you crash to the ground. You can't stand up. Looking back and squinting in the dark. You just about make out the source of your pain. Oh. The flesh and tendons of your heels and ankles are mangled. Bitten through your socks. No! Leave me alone! Despite desperate, you crawl with only your arms towards the door. The mice descend upon thee, biting into your skin. You know what? Fair play. Gnawing away pieces of you. You start to fade in and out of consciousness, but you still reach up for the doorknob. Your arm heavy, weighed down by the mice clinging to it with little claws and tiny teeth. You manage to jostle the knob enough to open the door, for the door to slowly swing open. Plop. Oh. Well damn. But your outstretched arm suddenly falls to the ground lifeless. The mice manage to shoot through the flesh and bone of your now dismembered limb. As a few mice creep forward to curiously inspect your arm, you stare blankly at it for a moment before sliding your gaze up. In the newly opened doorway sits a familiar-looking mouse? It stares at you, the darkness in its beady black eyes. You can't begin to measure their depths. Oh. Nor the hatred pouring out from within them. All of it. Aimed at you. Ah, you collapse, head hitting the floor as your other arm is eaten away as well. You're not sure how you're still conscious. The pain should be indescribable, and yet you just feel a cold sense of loss. The mice have clustered along your back now, gnawing and ripping their way between your shoulder blades, into your back, into your chest. Ah, cough, cough. Your weekly cough of blood. They must have damaged something important. You feel something being pulled out of you, and in between the moments that blankets of darkness fade out your vision, split. You see something wet plop on the ground in front of you. I swear, if it's my own heart, that doesn't make sense. That would be impossible. You pry your eyes open and see it in front of the mouse. It's my own heart! Weirdly shaped, red, with your blood and pulsing, and Oh, that's your heart. Isn't it? The other device all descend upon it, abandoning your half-eaten body. You're losing a lot of blood. You feel sleepy, but you also feel anger? Yes. So much anger. How dare they? Am I gonna be like a ghost descending upon the ghosts now? How dare they? The last thing you see before your vision fails you is a pair of glowing eyes leering in from the darkness beyond the doorway. You can hear squeaks and shrieks of terror all around you. Low yowls, deep snarls, gnashing teeth, tearing flesh. As your remaining senses leave you, you smile weakly with the last of your strength, when something with soft, slightly damp, and sticky fur nuzzles your cheek. Good kitty. Ending 27. Well fed. You know, we have done all of this so far without actually taking the cat home. Except for at the very beginning, but that led to just this actual start of this. Okay, last one before the only thing left we have to do is take the cat. But I want to see something. I have the option to feed it stuff. Not yet. So, what do you think about the hungry kitty? Okay, well, I can't choose that one, so... useless to me. Play with the cat. Meow, meow. Oh, you just want a little attention, don't you? Purr. The poor thing must be bored sitting in that box all day. You're not sure you're much of an interesting companion, but you're willing to do your best. And you know what? I am going to leave this on a cliffhanger for all of you. You can anticipate what's going to happen next. Leave your thoughts in the comments of what you think's going to happen. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.